Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bobby Hams here. So Spider-Man No Way Home has crossed over $1 billion by the time this video has come out. Give it a round of applause because it really deserves it. And I really enjoyed it. Definitely one of the better MCU movies. And I would easily put it in my top 5 MCU movies. That being the first Iron Man and Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Nothing caught my attention until Infinity War. And now Spider-Man No Way Home. So I guess 4 movies out of 24, 25 that Disney Marvel has put out now, for me anyway, that are any good. That's another discussion for another video. Regarding No Way Home, I think it deserves its money. I think it deserves its praise that it's been getting. However, the one thing that kept it from being higher on my list was the way they treated Doctor Strange. He was very kind of incompetent at his own powers, and he seemed kind of easily distracted, which was very out of character for someone who's already become the Sorcerer Supreme. So the thing about magic in movies that don't have all magic characters is that that one magic character or those 2 magic characters have to be nerfed in such a way that takes them out of the story in order for everything to proceed without their help. And that's what happened with No Way Home, right? Because Doctor Strange is both the crux of the movie and he's the ending of the movie. And the writers they sideline him for the whole 3rd act so that Spider-Man, the Spider-Men can do their thing. So here's the thing that caught me the first time I watched it, because I watched it twice. The first time when Spider-Man walks into the Sanctum Sanctorum and those 2 people are shoveling snow with the shovels, I was like, something clicked in my brain and I was like, why are these 2 people using manual labor to shovel snow in this house of magic? Like, what's going on? Is this their punishment, or do they not know how to use magic, or did Wong forget how to use magic? Has Wong ever seen Fantasia? I don't know what was going on there. I really kind of like, okay, but I brushed it off. But then the whole thing with Doctor Strange casting the spell where Peter was able to distract him, kind of like, who is this guy? I don't understand who this Doctor Strange is, because one person talking shouldn't be able to distract you after the Infinity War. So he's able to concentrate during this big battle in order to do his thing. But one teenager talking to him is messing him up from one spell. That kind of, I didn't pay attention to it much the first time around. I noticed it, but I really noticed it the second time around. So him being easily distracted was one thing, but then his level of competence as an actual Sorcerer Supreme didn't mesh for me in this movie either, because it seemed like the writers wanted you to both remember that he was a Sorcerer Supreme, which is like top level sorcerer, but then also forget that he was the Sorcerer Supreme, again, the top level sorcerer. So it seems like the writers associated that title, Sorcerer Supreme, with actual ability. So I guess if you're not the Sorcerer Supreme, you don't have all the ability, even though you've already been the Sorcerer Supreme. If you remember Doctor Strange, who was a very competent surgeon, again, the incompetency thing doesn't make any sense, who didn't get distracted very easily, hence him being a great surgeon, he became the Sorcerer Supreme through this arduous journey that he took in his own movie. Okay, good. So he became the top dog, the top sorcerer around. But it seems like in Spider-Man No Way Home, this Doctor Strange is no longer the Sorcerer Supreme because he got blipped. Okay, fine. So him being blipped away means he forgot how to use his magic efficiently or to the best of his ability. I didn't understand that. If this guy in his own movie was able to defeat Dormammu, he was able to beat this demon from another dimension on his own, but he can't get a box away from a child? Like, that's what I'm supposed to go with here? Again, the first time I watched it, I was like, that's kind of weird. Why can't he just warp the thing out of Peter's hands instead of doing his whole thing, with the spider sense and what's going on here? And how can he get outsmarted in his own mirror dimension by Peter? I was like, that's kind of weird. That's a little bit strange. Unintended, I guess. That kind of threw me off. But the rest of the movie, the first time I watched it, kind of made up for all that. And the second time that I watched it, I couldn't ignore that. I was like, wait a minute, why aren't these people using their magic to get rid of the snow? And why can't Strange concentrate doing this one spell? Or why is Strange not even warping the box out of Spider-Man's hands and then warping Spider-Man somewhere else? I mean, he was a Sorcerer Supreme after all. That shouldn't be like a huge thing for him to do. And the writers did have to find a way to nerf Doctor Strange from being in the movie, because when you have magic users in movies where the other characters aren't also magic users, that magic user becomes a Deus Ex Machina, to be like, why can't the magic person just do this? And it raises too many questions basically for the narrative of the movie. So I get why they took him out, but then the whole movie is kind of based on him being incompetent and easily distracted, which goes against his character from, Infinity War or Endgame, I guess, and his own origin movie. It didn't make sense to me. I still enjoyed the movie even the second time around, but that's still there, it's still in my mind. So I just felt like I had to talk about it for a little bit. But let me know down in the comments if you thought the same things when you saw Doctor Strange being distracted by a teenager and then being unable to take a box away from a teenager. But I mean, the movie is still good despite that. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye.